What if a mother refused to believe that her son was no longer alive even after the entire Indian Air Force had done everything possible to find him? In that situation, whom would you believe, the official records or a mother's unbreakable faith? Today, I am going to share one of the most emotional and heart-touching true stories from book, From Scars to Stories by BD Khanna Bikaneri's This Is Waiting for Missing Son. From 2002 to 2010 until my retirement on 30th November 2010, I worked in Air Headquarters, Ministry of Defense. I was a section officer and handling with family pension cases of Air Force officers. A 21-year-old boy Dahiya joined Flying Branch of Indian Air Force as flying officer. After undergoing various rigorous training of flying aircrafts, he was posted at Tejpur, Assam. A youngster aspiring to go high in Air Force, Dahiya was one of the selected flying officers. All his seniors had a very high opinion about him. Really, he was a cream officer of Indian Air Force. It is an incident of 1990 when he along with a squadron leader took off from Tejpur Air Base near MiG-21 fighter aircraft as a routine flight. After few minutes, fighter aircraft crashed in the forest about 200 kilometers from air base. In Assam around Tejpur, there are miles together dense muddy forest due to heavy rains throughout the year. Their last message to air traffic control was aircraft is out of control and going to crash in the forest. After few seconds communication cut off. A search party having best AF officers along with 2 aircrafts mounted with very high sensitive cameras flown to the accident site. After hours of best efforts, their search proved futile as there were dense forest. The remains of neither crashed aircraft nor bodies of the officers were located. The search drill continued for more than a week and ultimately 2 officers and the aircraft were declared missing. Accordingly, parents of flying officer Dahiya and family of other officer were informed about the tragic incident. Dahiya's father and mother both was teacher in Delhi. They were having 2 children, son and a daughter. Flying officer Dahiya was 3 years older than his sister was. When parents of Dahiya received message, it was a severe blow on their heart. Parents who were dreaming for happy and prosperous life for their son as an Air Force officer were totally shattered. The condition of Dahiya's mother was very critical and fell unconscious for hours together. By that time, all relatives and friends gathered at their residence to sum them up. Next day, parents of Dahiya along with some of their relatives reached my office. Being defense office, no visitors were allowed to enter in the office, hence I went to reception to receive them. After completing all official formalities, I took them to my principal director's office that was an air commodore equivalent to a brigadier in the army. Diya's mother Shashi was sobbing and her condition was still very alarming. It was very difficult to console a mother whose young son is no more. They were made to sit in my principal director's office and he started narrating the whole incident to them. In between, Shashi, mother of Dahiya, screamed, "Don't say my son is dead, he is still alive and will come back in a day or 2. My principal director told them that Indian Air Force is still trying their best to locate the aircraft and the officers. Trust in God, our efforts will be fruitful." After briefing, the parents and relatives of flying officer Dahiya left. It was a mourning atmosphere in my office and everyone looked very sad. In the afternoon, my principal director called me and asked me to process a case for some interim financial help to parents of Dahiya. Same day I prepared case and forwarded to the personnel branch of Air Headquarters. It is Armed Forces rules that a missing person is considered presumed dead after 3 years of incident. So other death benefits for Dahiya's parents were not processed, being not a confirmed death case. Since I was the case dealing officer, I used to receive call almost every day from father of Dahiya, Mr. Dharampal. All the time he asked only one question, "Is there any whereabout of my son? What is further development towards search of my son?" One day I rang up to Dahiya's father, Shri Dharampal, to collect a check of initial financial help. By chance, my Dharampal was not at home and Shashi, mother of Flying Officer Dahiya, picked up the receiver. When I told her that I am from Air Headquarters, she immediately in one breath asked me, "Is there any news about my son? Has he returned back to his unit?" For a while, I was speechless. It was very difficult to say no to a mother. However, after gathering some courage, I told her, "Madam, I have called you to deliver a check. Please tell Mr. Dharampal to come to my office tomorrow and collect the same." On hearing this, her throat choked and was sobbing. After few minutes, she spoke, "Sir, every day I am waiting for news that my son is alive and will be coming soon on leave." One can very well imagine feelings of a mother whose young son is missing. She further added, "If there is any letter or someone ring call bell," it immediately struck my mind that there is some message in the letter or someone has come to convey good news about my son. I was listening to her with tears in my eyes. I told her, "Madam, trust in God, your son will come back." However, I knew that it was a lie because all efforts of Indian Air Force to locate debris of aircraft and bodies of officers proved futile. One day one of the Air Force officers, who were posted to Tejpur, Assam, 2 years back, told me that it was totally impossible to trace the aircraft and bodies of the officers' very dense and muddy forest. The aircraft might had crashed far away in the dense forest and stuck in deep mud. Hence, search teams on ground as well as by aircrafts mounted with highly sensitive cameras could not locate. One day reception officer rang me up and told me that parents of Flying Officer Dahiya have come. "Should I send them to you?" I told him, "Please send them to my office." Mr. Dharampal and Madam Shashi reached my office and I told peon to send them to my cabin. They were looking very weak in comparison when I saw them first time. I offered tea and when they finished I asked them the purpose to come. Madam Shashi sobbing told me, "Sir, last week I saw a dream that my son is alive and TR-1 captured him. There is one pond also, from where these TR-1 drink water and fishing to eat. I saw my son with long beard and mustaches and in a very pitiable state. He said that, 'Ma, I am their captivity since my aircraft crash. They are very cruel people. I am in very miserable condition. They are torturing me, please save me.'" After hearing Madam Shashi, I was speechless. There were no words to tell a mother that this is your imagination far away from reality. Therefore, I asked them to meet my principal director, accompanied them to his office. My principal director listened to her very patiently and told, "Madam, hope of your son's survival is very remote. Indian Air Force authorities have tried their best but could not succeed." However, Madam Shashi was reluctant to accept any argument and insisted upon one more effort by search party to the location she saw in dream. Ultimately, it was decided that an appointment would be fixed with Chief of the Air Staff. My principal director rang up to staff officer of the Chief of the Air Staff to fix an appointment of parents of Flying Officer Dahiya. Accordingly, within a week they got an appointment with the Chief of the Air Staff at his residence. The Chief of Air Staff and his wife listened to Madam Shashi very sympathetically. Being a woman and mother, wife of Chief of Air Staff was very kind-hearted. On Shashi's insistence, Chief agreed to send a search party again. 2 aircraft with latest highly sensitive cameras were deputed to locate the site as described by Madam Shashi in her dream. Alas! After putting their best efforts, they could not locate that imaginary place. Parents of Flying Officer Dahiya were informed of the result. I was informed that Shashi was still confident of survival of her son. It was a mother's heart whose son is missing, and you cannot defeat belief of a mother. After a lapse of 3 years, a casualty report was published in which Flying Officer Dahiya was declared presumed dead. Hence, financial benefits applicable in death cases and family pension were granted to parents of Flying Officer Dahiya. Our fellow citizens and politicians forget supreme sacrifices of our brave soldiers. If you truly respect the courage of our brave soldiers and the sacrifices made by their families, please like this video, share it with others, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment to show your support for our heroes. Stay with us until the very end, because this is not just the story of a missing Air Force officer, it is the story of a mother's unwavering hope, unconditional love, and a faith that never faded.